start of day 2, and I was part of a team for a change.
So for this trip, my traveling companions are Tomo and Yuki from Japan and Carlos from Brazil, who was on the tour yesterday, which is a happy coincidence. Feels like I'm with an old friend. That was a bit naughty. The horses have the right of way here. It's their land. Well, it's the people's land, and they can roam as they want.
Long straight roads across the steppe for miles and miles.
Spectacular
and miles.
views, and the mountains coming into view properly. This is real steppe country. And they do drive fast.
And eventually it was time for the dreaded toilet break.
Something you would never expect here. Clean toilets, wash hand basin, and even an electric hand dryer. Lunch break at the Mongolian motorway service station. Very nice and clean. Looking forward to quite a busy place. Pleased that our guide understands the system. And we've got the team here. What are you having to eat? You don't know. You've gone for the surprise.
By now I was learning that in Mongolia they serve very big portions, and it was time to go flying. Spectacular nothingness. Very impressive. At times parts look like Yorkshire Moors or Dartmoor or Scotland in close-up, but zoom out and you see the vastness of the place. My drone caused great excitement and a little bit of fear, but nobody was hurt, and they were fascinated, and we did get the team shot.
Successfully overtook that slow truck, and I felt a little bit like a co-pilot, calling out, truck coming, blue car coming. Turned out to be a police car. Good job we didn't pull out. Slowing down a bit, which gives me a chance to film, but we're also going to pass a police speed check. Not the boys in brown here, the boys in blue. Speed cameras. What a good opportunity to film.
Eventually we arrived at the ancient capital of Karakorum and the Erdenzu Monastery. Tibetan Buddhism transported to Mongolia.
So the intrepid explorers venture on, heading to the main temple, Carlos leading the way, Tomo and Yuki following close behind, and the cameraman bringing up the rear.
I did not realize that the filming of these rituals was forbidden, and some French people gave me some very hard looks. But I caught a few frames, secretly, with an action camera around my neck. The monastery was one of the highlights of the day so far. Quite interesting. Also interesting were these ancient vans, dating back to Soviet times. Apparently the engineering is so simple that anybody can repair them and they last forever.
At the museum and the monastery, the sun's starting to get low. I can see the shadow of the car. Still a lovely setting, and we're heading to the Nomads, where we'll be staying the night. I'm getting a bit hungry. Will there be anything to eat there?
Yeah, in the family.
Okay, good.
There is dinner.
Will I be able to get a cold beer?
Cold beer.
No, I think take that as a no.
You want on the supermarket?
No. Let's just get there. Okay, I'm overruled. Tomo thinks it's not a bad idea, so if there is a supermarket, I second that, Tomo. We'll get some beer. Those headlights are to warn us that there's a police speed check ahead. Jolly nice of them to let us know. we're worrying about police speed checks, we've got the great sheep and goat migration. Lots of them. Oh, suicidal.
Coming up next, it's a walk on the sand dunes with a beautiful sunset, and then a night in the Gur, the Nomadic Tent, followed by a camel ride the next morning. Stay tuned.